whatever happens, you'll have to face Astro Boy next. So
Yeah, well, if ZenAku caught any of the stream, you know, if he did his kind of homework on these matches, or if he just has ideas about how to play Python from Dan anyway, he should have a fairly good idea that being aggressive, that not giving Python room to think and do his own thing is going to work well. And having already won the first map, this could be a strategy.
well, it looks like we've got the Slash, Sorleg, and Anarchy for ZenAku. And for Python, Sweep the Legs, we've got Slash, my personal favourite again, Nyx, and Doomslayer. Thoughts on starting champions? Slash on Slash?
I think Slash on Anarchy we're going to see.
Slash on Anarchy.
Potentially Slash on Slash. Yeah, no, it is the Slash on Anarchy. So yeah, fairly well split starts. Nothing too fancy going to happen here. Nice and sensible until Python runs into a rocket. Oh, that is not how you want to start off here.
Fortunately, at least he's got the railgun out of it, and at least he's alive. It's not exactly like ZenAku's super healthy either, so pushing through to maybe convert into a frag is not a real possibility right now. Likely going to be after the next set of mages.
HP bubbles and armors, you know, you can kind of do things like that and stack, just back up really comfortably.
Yeah.
This push, on the other hand, could be a little bit more troublesome because ZenAku should have time to put the pressure down and Python doesn't even expect it. But this is one of the things with the Anarchy, you know, like it can be so hard to predict where they're going to be.
Just a bit of stuttering as he dropped down. You know, surprisingly fortunate to get the kill during that. His crosshair aligned as he was dropping down.
Yeah, just one of those unfortunate little things.
Yeah. Oh, nice railgun. More of that, I think, would be great from Python. That's what we really
we haven't seen him really rail at all, I don't think.
Yeah. Even in fights, he's always been adamant, I feel, of just sticking with rockets sometimes. Be a little bit flamboyant. And nice accidental dodge of that railgun, for sure. And here comes the heavy. ZenAku should be able to put himself in a position for the Ghost Walk. Well predicted.
He has a really good time on it actually, and that allows him to make a really crazy aggressive move.
Yeah, the railgun even hit as well, but fortunately just heavy armor keeps him alive.
Yeah, if he walked around that corner, if ZenAku came around that corner a fraction of a second later, he would have gotten the acid spit onto Python. And we could be looking at a very different situation here. I don't think Python could have survived it. Oh, this is still going to be dangerous. Python knows that the acid spit's been used, and that Solag is just a damaged sponge.
Fortunately, he gets out of it there. Some strange OG work in that lower level from ZenAku, but... Mega is up.
Python dropping down with the railgun out. That is not a happy situation to be in. I mean, and the acid speed coming back up as well.
Yeah, I mean, I said I wanted to see more railgun, but you know.
Yeah, not quite like that.
But yeah, you're right about that acid spit. It's definitely waiting now. It needs to be a lot careful. Fortunately, the Ghost Walk is up, but he doesn't really want to use the Ghost Walk to escape. Oh, he's used it aggressively, perhaps.
Oh, that was so smart.
Wow.
That was so smart. I love how he goes up the bounce pad. Python's there ready for him to be... ZenAku rather, is there ready for him to be on the platform. But Python just stays in the air. Yeah. You know, you decloak in the air, no one's going to predict that. No one can anticipate the shot for that because you're in the air.
Yeah, and that was a drop down LG, straight forward on that solo. Beautiful. Yeah, we're in a sticky situation now. Rockets were good. Mega in... Oh, yeah, we're at the point now where the Slash in theory could just collect everything, so there's certainly a comeback on the cards now for ZenAku.
Yeah, and dropping down there, I think that was maybe unintentional or maybe just a kind of last minute strategic shift. The teleporter dance is going to come out. That is a very, very dangerous game to play in Quake Champions.
Yeah, I mean, I
teleporter dance quite as effectively.
Yeah, I think in another life ZenAku would have gone for that, but there's just so much chance that he could have been telefragged.
Yeah, well, Quake Champions teleporters have that little bit of a delay that, like you don't get in Quake Live.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Fortunately, you can stand still with the plasma trowel.
Hmm.
Oh my god. Oh dear. Well, anyway.
Yeah, at least Python is good-spirited about all of this.
That'll be a round nonetheless, and we're gonna go to overtime, I think.
Hmm.
Sudden death.
Heavy armor, waiting below, but ZenAku well aware that you can use that somewhat as bait. Also separates the items a little bit as well. Oh, this is scary. The rockets need to be good. And they are perfect. And that'll finally be first round.
Prepare to fight.
Was that only the first round?
Yeah, I know, right?
I swear that was like 3 rounds worth of content in
Yeah.
one game there.
I thought the same. I had to look back. And double back. Heavy armor left up, not denying the rockets smart play. It's going to work effectively. And actually, the slight movement mishap, even more so. This is an ideal start. We'll swap around onto the Doomslayer, which is an interesting first champion choice. Again, I do think this has some merit, considering that Slash is obviously somewhat tanky.
Yeah, well, just having that stack advantage. Like, Doomslayer is, for how fast he is and how small he is, notably tanky.
Awkward to hit the Slash draw in the trail, but comfortable rail to finish the deal. And this item separation might start to come into play now, depending on if Python can connect with a rail or two now.
Yeah, he just has all the time in the world to get around here.
Well predicted. Wow, 100 damage too. This is going to be a railgun, surely! Oh, wrong weapon choice. And this was expecting the Sorlag to come back on himself, rather than just take the jump pad toward bridge.
And the Soulag's gonna have the opportunity to get the heavy armor. Python needs this exit damage, otherwise it's gonna be some trouble.
Oh, another, well,
I mean, that's a great way to go with that rocket. Just using the double jump, using the Doomslayer movement.
fortunately his mouse fails him on the... I assume he uses mouse 2 and mouse 1 to jump. Didn't quite get the max height that he needed. Wow. This is almost a... I mean, it's a slow Python, but almost completely different Python. But I think this is just a result of a slower player in ZenAku. It just gives Python more time to breathe and more time to settle into his game a little bit.
Yeah, this is not how ZenAku should be approaching this, in my opinion. He can definitely afford to put the pressure down. Alright, the heavy armor is going to be up for Python. It's going to be fairly safely collected. I doubt ZenAku is going to have time to get up here to do too much. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, so dangerous from ZenAku. I don't know how ZenAku was railable there. Did he not take the Mega?
I'm not sure. We'd have to
Because he
go back
shouldn't have
and
been
watch.
railable.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so.
3, 2, 1. Round 3. Fight.
Anarchy vs Slash coming out this time. Doomslayer Workpoint's going to mix it up again.
Yeah, making sure he doesn't turn into a one-trick pony with that Doomslayer, making sure it doesn't get too predictable. But yeah, very, very delayed first items. None of the kind of damage and maneuvering should matter too much. Python should be able to fairly comfortably collect himself a railgun.
Strangely enough though, this has accidentally worked out for him because ZenAku obviously also swapping to Anarchy rather than the Slash, so the Doomslayer against the Anarchy would have been infuriating to play, but at least this way he's got the Slash.
Yeah, well, I'm interested the... Oh, well, honestly, I'm not going to go back. It's too much has happened now. We've gone too far. It just moves so fast. ZenAku trying to play that more aggressive up, in-your-face game, but it looks like Python's adapted. Python's switched on.
Looked like he was doing multiple 12s in the air. So I dropped down there. This could be a frag! Needs a bit of health, but he might...
Yeah, that was a big read. That was a big use of the ability. Great walling there. So like this is the kind of thing that's a lot more possible now. Like that was a wall.
Yeah, there was no going through that. He really wants to make sure that's safe, doesn't he?
Alright, Python catches a glimpse of ZenAku, and this could be an opportunity. He's got ZenAku back in this little corner. Oh, very, very unfortunate that Python doesn't hit damage there. Usually you would expect to hit something when you catch your opponent like that. Python's actually the one taking all the damage, gets mowed down by ZenAku.
You never know
But,
which way
that
someone's
was-
going to crouch slide now. It's kind of crazy.
And the Doomslayer now, it's given ZenAku troubles in the past. Python coming to the middle of the map to get this sound cube, and also the railgun. And I don't think he realizes where ZenAku was, so that works well for ZenAku. ZenAku could use the plasma trail, getting that mobility, getting this major item.
Can you make anything happen with it? That's the question.
Well, no damage from Python, so ZenAku has just got himself very, very stacked.
Still got just under half of the round time to make something work as well. Be heavy armor
There is
collected.
an ability here. Python just flying around, checking for these angles, looking for a way to get the opening that he needs against ZenAku.
Oh, that's 100. He could follow this up. LG would finish the deal.
Look at me go.
The Doomslayer didn't even pop his ability. It's just going that fast anyway.
Alright, it looks like Python's gonna try and, no, yeah, he is gonna leave. And this is a smart idea. He doesn't want to be caught at that mega, just like stuck standing there, nowhere to go. If it was like a second earlier, that would have been the perfect time to get it and then like use his ability to get away. But it just didn't quite time out.
He's just got to be careful because we're about 1 minute remaining, and the way he's having to play at the moment, Python, he's going to lose out on this heavy. It's going to be an extremely stacked slash now, and if he gets caught with one of those plasma trail walls, then it could be all tied up and maybe a quick conversion off the start.
Well, that was the
Nyx would
perfect time to
spawn
get a railgun, because now they're back, actually Python with a stack advantage.
Yeah.
Just. And that's what you gotta do, right? Like, play it safe and hit a good railgun every now and then when you have a tankier character.
Oh no. That was perfect. Straight into the mouse pad.
And that's gonna set ZenAku back, another minute.
Or,
If Python
Another
doesn't
round.
chase down the
Yeah.
rail.
that was well played. Good,
Prepare to
good
fight.
awareness of HP for sure.
Round begins in 3,
Oh.
2,
Map
1.
point.
Fight.
Now for Python. Anyway.
Yeah, he could be taking us to a deciding map. Ooh, that's not a good start though. That's not the way you want to start off taking us to a deciding map. I mean, it could have gone either way, but I think ZenAku definitely feeling like he was the one pushing the load there.
That'll be the railgun collected.
Powerful move from ZenAku. He is caught awkwardly at the bottom of the map. Again, both players more or less even off of this. Python has more of the HP on his side of the map, but it's not enough of a difference to really matter.
Stopwatch.
Python doesn't have a time on this heavy armor though, and this is where ZenAku could really fly through and Maybe it was a little bit faster. Well, he actually wants to go for the drop there. That was looking like a scary move. I love the way ZenAku read out that situation. He knows there was really no objective on the map for him right now, so he could afford to drop down into a kind of weak position and then maneuver around away from it after that.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to take advantage of... Oh, here we go, LG. Again, just backing away though, the slash. ZenAku going to be favouring that. Wow, this is really good for ZenAku.
Yeah, just not hearing his opponent, misreading that. Probably about as bad as anyone could.
Actually got the Mega Hub spawn as well. Python. I'm going to swap around and watch him as he tries to
stuff
close.
is a lot less important, like what item you spawn on. Just because there are less lives in general. But in this case, yeah, Python definitely just knows how to play around what he was given.
This is the interesting thing for me with Doomslayer and against the Anarchy matchup. There's no real weak fight that you can have as a Doomslayer against Anarchy, not unless you take a lot of damage beforehand. I feel like in fights you're always going to be annoying to deal with and you're always going to feel comfortable, particularly with like the double jump and the ability to just throw your opponent off a little bit. Hitboxes are relatively easy to, or sorry, quite good for dodging LG as well, so...
Python just got away with murder there. And again, like, these such strong Ghost Walk plays. I mean, I'm sure Python must really love the Ghost Walk, you know, anything that lets him get close and set up really, really good rocket fights. You know, just for free.
No, definitely. Come on. If any he swapped to... Oh, he doesn't have a Railgun yet. No wonder. Oh, this is... Oh my god, 84 damage and a missed Railgun.
Surely this is the round. Yeah. Python can't get away fast enough.
Inevitable at the end there. And here we go.
Yeah.
Match point.
That just goes to show that a good round start for ZenAku could make all the difference, you know. Like if he does something strong here and puts Python on the back foot right away, he could carry this momentum through, win the map, win the series, and then go up to face Astro Boy. Yeah, Astro Boy.
Yeah, certainly possible. He's got the rocket launcher, started delaying the Mega. I'm going to double back for it. This gives him some knowledge, potentially, of the Heavy if he puts 2 and 2 together. But there's not a lot of time between the two items. The Heavy was somewhat delayed too, so... Realistically, one player is going to back away here. Probably still the Knicks, I'd imagine.
The shadows hide me.
Oh no, he was going in.
Oh, Ghost Walk.
Oh my god, that was before it as well.
Actually, the worst thing that could have happened. So I think there's a good chance ZenAku carries this through now. Oh, well, as long as he doesn't kind of jump into LG. But he does have his injection up.
This is it, surely. What is happening right now? It's so weak. A machine gun! Oh, it's alright. Why machine gun when you can 100 damage direct rocket?
Yeah, you've got to go for the, well, I don't know if you've seen, we have a frag competition going on.
Oh, I haven't, no.
You competed in these competitions, or the DreamHack Winter Qualifiers yesterday. Send in your best clips. So yeah, you've got to go for the swag finishes, right? Even at this level.
It was a pretty tasty rocket. This could be it. God, let's a finish. Oh no. But I tell you what though, a much stronger performance from Python, like through and through.
Well, yeah, even like the first round was kind of close, but we got to see Python really stretching his muscles, you know, or flexing his muscles rather, playing his game, you know, driving ZenAku in the direction that he wanted, and just hitting some good shots.
I was told to come here.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Is that a stage?
That's the stage.
Hello. Give me a moment. We'll do a little bit of interview, but I'll do a quick